Hi guys, this is Miss Leslie from the Paul Sawyer Public Library. Thanks so much for joining me today. And this week's craft from our Valentine's Day / winter craft kit are Handprint penguins. One of my favorites because I love penguins. So in your big kit, you should have found a little Ziploc bag like this that has a handprint in it, a piece of felt, an orange piece of cardstock, and a couple googly eyes, because you know I love a googly eye. So just like I tell you every time we craft, I like to have all my materials out in front of me. So I've got my bag here, and I'm going to show you how to put your handprint penguin together. Now, a couple things that you'll need from home are some glue, glue dots, whatever you have available, tape if you don't have glue, that's okay too, and a pair of scissors to cut out your felt. So the very first thing I'm going to grab out of my kit is I'm going to grab my handprint. And what you're going to do is you're going to turn your handprint kind of upside down like this, where the rounded part of your hand is at the top, because that's going to be the head of your penguin. So I'm going to lay that flat on my table. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my piece of felt. Now this is going to be the belly of your penguin. So what you're going to do is you're just going to cut out a round piece out of your felt. And you might have to have a little help from your adult with that. And it does not have to be perfectly round, just kind of a rounded piece to create the belly. If you want to keep it square, like the piece of felt already is, that is okay too. If you want to use a piece of paper for your belly, that is completely fine. Or if you want to change the color, that is okay. That's okay too. It is your craft, so you create however you want. I'm going to cut out a rounded piece here. And my circle is not perfect by any means, but I'm sure no two penguins are alike. So I've got my rounded piece out of my felt. So that's going to kind of go in the center of your handprint there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and put the belly on so I can have that kind of already done, so I can work around it with my eyes and my beak. And then we'll be done. So let me grab a couple of glue dots. Let me grab them from over here. And if you have regular glue, that's fine. Or if you don't have glue and you have tape, that is okay too. I'm just kind of cheating a little bit with my glue dots. So I'm going to put those glue dots on the felt. Sometimes the glue dots, as much as I love them, sometimes they want to stick to me and not as much to the felt or whatever I'm using. So I'm going to put some glue dots on there just to kind of stabilize it and get it kind of in the center of my handprint. And then I'm going to stick it down in there. So that's what that looks like. So it kind of looks like the penguin has an apron. And now I'm going to work on his face. So I've got my googly eyes and I've got my orange cardstock. And if you don't want to create an orange beak, that is okay too. Use whatever color you have. And I cheated and I have googly eyes that already have the adhesive on. And that's what you have in your kit too. I just think it makes them easier to work with. If I can get them off there. There's one. Kind of scooch that up a little bit, make sure I have room for my beak. And that's the thing about using the glue dots. If you need to adjust a little bit, you have room to adjust. Now, let me put one more glue dot on there, make sure he's secure. Now, with your beak, you can just cut out a little triangle if you want to, or you can cut out a little diamond shape and make it more of an open mouth like this one. That's completely up to you. Let's see, I think that I am going to cut out a diamond shape to make it more of a little open mouth. But if you want to cut out a triangle or you just want to cut out a straight mouth, that is okay too. So I just cut out a little diamond shape for my mouth, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of fold that diamond shape in half where the two tops of the triangles meet. So you have like a little sandwich there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my glue dots And I'm gonna put it in the center of my sandwich here, my beak. And I'm gonna open it up a little bit like that. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick it in the center of my hand, and my penguin has got a little open mouth. So that is your handprint penguin. It is just as easy as that. Now, like I always tell you guys, anytime you craft, please share it with us because we love to see pictures of all the things you're creating. So I hope you enjoyed your handprint penguin, and I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks so much for joining me.